welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Arkansas's offense takes the field. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody...
Oh, look out, there he goes! Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting set.
Best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, What a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Moving out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sawyer. The Razorbacks get enough to move the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Try to get it to the edge.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Arkansas 14, TCU 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Floats it out in space. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Guerrero. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. With jet sweep pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Boy, they've been... And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of
The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
TCU 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Complete out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Finds his target down the middle. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Trying to get the corner. Across the 25, he's got room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big game. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Really nice job there for the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the
touchdown Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
TCU 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Extending the play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's going to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42.
29 Philly. 2-9.
The aerial assault continues. He's got the tight end. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Pound 55 weak.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
And he's wrestled to the ground. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. The snap sets up the throw. They're bringing heat. Slides away. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Yeah, that's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Quickly complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people